Hey friends! Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the pros and cons of owning two cars. So when my husband and I first got married, we had two cars, and then we ended up selling one and only having one car for the longest time. And then about a year ago, we decided to own a second car again because we had 3 kids, as well as my husband had to travel to school a little ways further, as well as we'd moved out of state, and so I didn't have any family. So anyways, that's a little background on the pros and cons, my pros and cons of owning two cars. So a big pro for me is you each have a vehicle. I was always worried that one of my kids would get hurt and I wouldn't be able to take them to the doctor or the hospital. My husband would be 45 minutes away from us. A con for me is it's more expensive. The insurance to pay on two cars and the price of gas, all of the maintenance, oil changes, that adds up a lot the more cars you have, as well as licensing. Licensing was expensive to get each of the cars licensed. Another pro for me is we have a family vehicle, which is larger, where we're able to fit all of our kids. And then we have a smaller vehicle that if we're just running errands, one of us can take 1 or 2 kids with us, or we just have less gas. That saves a lot of money because prior we had just the big car, and so every little thing we had to do, we had to use the large car for gas. And that was kind of unfortunate. So that's a pro for me as well. A con is you have to have the space to park your cars. Our driveway, we have a garage, but they turned it into a bedroom. So now we only have a little tiny driveway, and it's hard to fit both cars into the driveway. And if you want to get the bigger car, which is usually in the front, you have to pull out the little car first, and it's kind of a pain. So that can be a pro and a con with the space. So that's a few of the pros and cons. I think another con as well is just the money in general is probably the biggest con of owning two cars. You have to buy the second car, which costs money, as well as keep the car clean. I am terrible at cleaning cars. I'm okay with cleaning my house, but cleaning cars, that's one of my weaknesses. So there's a few pros and cons of owning two cars. There's a lot more on our website, the article Pros and Cons of Owning Two Cars. If you have questions, post in the comments below, as well as if you have other pros and cons that you'd like to add to our pros and cons of owning two cars, we would love to hear about that. Thanks, have a good day, bye.